Have you ever wondered how we got here? Just the thought of it makes you ponder everything about life, how we started from something simple yet complicated to getting this far, that it dates back to rock and stone, to a calculator, then a personal device we possess at home. The documented concept of a computer dates back in Asia in good old 110 or 1100 BCE, since it was a rectangular shape with rods that are stuck together using beads. This was known as the abacus, that would create the Hindu-Arabic number system, which is technically what we use today. 1614, a Scottish mathematician, John Napier, invented logarithms, which is a type of math that transforms a multiplication problem into an addition problem, though it's used for astronomical calculations to make things less complicated and to also save more time. After the discovery and creation of logarithms, we get some of the first devices that kind of acts like a computer, which are a bunch of calculators. The first person to ever be the true inventor of the calculator was Leonardo da Vinci, who did in fact sketch the plans for a calculator that theoretically works. Then an arithmetic machine created by French mathematician slash philosopher Blaise Pascal would be made as the first business machine to make calculations easier. But enough talking about the precursors of computers. The main topic for this video are personal home computers. Remember that movie Tron 1982? The film depicts what technology might be used for in the future. It showcased how people would work with computers in case their programs initiate their daily tasks, that we keep our data stored in computers, and that sometimes it can be stolen and repurposed by others. Computers back then during the 50s or 60s were utilized in scientific study from NASA or other types of big companies to commit their tasks online. But that is until the creation of the internet, in which a group of scientists fantasized if they could create a globally interconnected setup of computers in which everyone can use and access their data and programs in an easy, quick swoop. It wasn't until ARPANET, or Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, created the first group of computers connected to a local network that they would be able to communicate with each other in 1969. Then ARPANET had its first public test in 1972, which led to the first email program to be constructed and written by Ray Tomlinson. Afterwards, the majority of the internet was used for sending emails. What about your IP or internet protocol? Well, that wasn't created until the late 1970s by these guys. Domain name service was created in 1984 to allow organization and classification of the world's online sites. But the main World Wide Web was created in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee as a way for people to share information. The first browser software, Mosaic, was created by Mac Anderson in 1993, which granted access to a variety of graphics and images online. It opened up a new world for internet users. So now, computers are a thing in some ways, so what? So what was the first computer to ever be commercially sold? Well, the one I found, which could be a start, was the Ferranti Mark I. It was created in Britain and sold in 1951, but it was mostly a downgrade to a previous model that sold for a major loss. In the year of 1960, the DCE PDP-1 sold for $120,000, had a cathodate ray tube graphic display, paper tape input-output only requiring one operator. This also the same system that a group of MIT hackers used to create a video game, Space War, and programs to play music. 50 of them were sold, so not much of a profit. In 1973, the Xerox PARC also was introduced and was a groundbreaking success which attained a wide influence in the computer industry for decades to come. Focused on functioning with a primary user interface utilizing windows, icons, and a mouse. It can share files, print out documents on an advanced Xerox laser printer. Applications were a big selling point, like a paint program, which was titled Bravo, a graphics editor, and email. This inspired Apple's Lisa and Macintosh computers. Do you like music? Well, the Amiga 1000 was released in 1985, sold for $1,295 with a monitor. It had audio and video capabilities. You can connect the keyboard to it and play music, and it displays the notes of what you're playing. It can be upgraded easily due to its developed, very loyal following while adding components. It can do so much more, and it's perfect for multitasking. The System/2 PS/2 machine is the very first IBM computer to ever include Intel's 8386 chip. Managed to get sold at 1 million units. It included a 3.5-inch floppy disk drive and video graphics array. It was pretty successful and was a response for IBM's losing control of the PC market. Computers have really been a piece of technology that we as humans have ever created for scientific study, work, or just for our entertainment purposes. It was really the only thing that ever gave humanity a bit of an edge when changing our lives. The internet as a concept that felt like a dream that would never happen, but did, was something that was amazing.